Our first award for Program Director of the Year goes to someone who demonstrates professional commitment through community and industry involvement and has outstanding leadership qualities that inspire staff and influence both active and inactive people to commit to a healthy lifestyle. The three finalists for Program Director of the Year are Lance Breger, Fraser Quelch, and Martin Rooney. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie, and there are two awardees. We'll start with the first awardee, Fraser Quelch. Fraser is the Director of Training and Development for TRX and the creator of the TRX training program. He's an expert in functional training and endurance athletics and is featured in over 19 fitness DVDs. I've known Fraser myself personally for over 5 years, and as a colleague in the trenches, presenting at many of the industry conferences, Fraser is a passionate soul that inspires greatness, and the number of people that provide such wonderful feedback on him as a person who is filled with great values and character, as well as his respect amongst our industry, is certainly world class. So it brings me great pleasure in welcoming the award for the 2011 IDEA Program Director of the Year, Fraser Quelch. How about that, huh?
Look to your left right here. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, I will. Well, thank you very much, Todd. And boy, what an incredible honor to actually receive that from Todd, who's been a person I've looked up to, a person I've had a great chance to work with and collaborate with, and thank you very much. First, congratulations to all of the winners. Lance, thank you for co-sharing this with me. It's a real honor. Lee Cruz, one of my favorite people on the planet, and Jason, who continually invites me to runs in San Diego, even though I live in Banff. I can't let him live that down. To be honest, I'm humbled to be standing here among all of you. I mean, you're my friends, my colleagues, and my mentors in many ways. And I can't describe what it means to have had the opportunity to learn and grow and share with you guys over the years. IDEA as an organization is quite close to my heart on many levels. First of all, it's one of the best conferences in the world. But secondly, it was at this conference 7 years ago that I met the founder of TRX, Randy Hetrick. And I remember it absolutely clearly. It was the first show he'd ever exhibited at. He was... I remember meeting him in a little corner of the trade show at the very back. It may have even been on the way to the washrooms. And the booth consisted of a giant freestanding door, which weighed about 10,000 pounds, I learned afterwards. And it was manned by Randy himself. Who would have thought we would have been here from there? And the truth is that Randy would have thought that. And I thought that at the time. And there were some others as well. And Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see in the world. And I think it's interesting, he said, be the change. He didn't say, think about the change you want to be. He said, be the change. And that's an important distinction, because vision is empty without action. And we have to take it on ourselves to be that catalyst for change. And this is, in fact, the hardest part of vision. And that's what I see from all of the recipients, all of the award winners, and really everybody in this room is action. It's why we're here. And it's inspiring for me, and I think for everybody else. For any program to be successful, to truly take a grip and to have an impact, vision has to be followed up with an incredible amount of effort, belief, and a whole bunch of hard work. We've got to be willing to jump on the boat. You've got to have people who are willing to jump on the boat with you and start rowing. And they got to row hard. And there are so many people contributing to something like what we've done with suspension training and other things, just to a cause to get it off the ground. The truth is that this award isn't really deserved by me alone. There's a whole pile of people in this room who are deserving of it. The people who work for suspension, for TRX, and a bunch of them are in this room. I can think of Allison Ross and a few others that have really just killed themselves to try and make this thing happen. It belongs to all of our instructors. And I'm lucky enough to have the best instructor team in the world. There's 300 of them all over. And they're incredible. They're the face of our program. And most importantly, it belongs to the people who had the vision themselves to actually take our courses early. You know, to be those early adopters. And they're the champions of what I've created, what this recognition is about. So it's not about me at all. I think we're at a crossroads in our industry, a time in which we're faced with some really, really hard choices. I want you to take a second and list in your head, what are your top 3 physical passions? What are the 3 things, if you had the whole day to yourself, that you would choose to do? And how many of you would list strength training among them, or cardiovascular exercise? There's some of you that would, but many of you who would not, and we're the leaders. 17% of this country's population has got a gym membership. That means 83% of people don't. Of those 17%, only 10% come to the gym once per week or more, and that's a pretty low hurdle. That means we're having a meaningful impact in the lives of less than 3% of the population. And we have to have a good hard look in the mirror. We're broken. We're not doing what we need to do. So as an industry, are we going to be complacent and satisfied with where we are, or are we willing to make real change, hard change? I'll leave you with this final thought. How are we meeting people where they are with our programming, with our programs? Are we meeting them in a place of play, or meeting them at our level? And I think probably the latter is true. How can we infuse this childlike fun of play into the effectiveness of our performance programming? If we can do this, we can truly make the kind of impact that I think all of us in this room really want to have, and we can see the world get better and see some shining eyes around us. Thank you very much for this award, everybody. I really appreciate it.